well, it's a big draw for fans of sci-fi, classic TV, the supernatural. Honestly, anything you could think of, it's probably going to be there. I'm talking about Big Lit Comic-Con. It's going to be at the Berglund Center tomorrow and Sunday. Joining us to talk all things awesomeness, because honestly, that's what Big Lit Comic-Con is all about. It's about the awesomeness.
Thank you.
Friend to the show, Big Honcho, JD Sutphin is in the house. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me.
So I always say this, we are always getting new people to our area. They're tuned in right now. Thank you so much for watching. But if they've never experienced Big Lit Comic-Con, how would you describe it?
It is a small town with a massive Comic-Con is what this thing is. I mean, we have thousands of people. We have something absolutely for everybody where we call it a celebration of fandom and friends.
Oh, that's
the
awesome.
relationships that happen at events like this, the experiences that happen, it's stuff that sticks with you forever. You know, my son was literally in tears on his way to school this morning because he couldn't be there for setup day.
No.
Because he was in school. Because that's the kind of impression that it leaves even on somebody that young, but then on somebody, as I'm getting older now, I mean, it just sticks with you. It's so special to see people that created stories and that acted in the stories, that directed the stories, that really make our lives better.
And who will be at Comic-Con? Because I know that's what everybody's watching. It's like, you know, what celebrities and this and that. I know you got some big names.
It is the biggest lineup of like giants of their respective areas that I've ever had. I have Larry Wilcox and Eric Estrada from Chips,
oh my God,
the dynamic duo themselves. We have the OG April O'Neil, Judith Hoag from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original movie.
She's a journalist, you know.
Yeah, right. I've got Kellen Lutz and Peter Facinelli from Twilight.
That's so cool.
Plus so many others. I've got Diedrich Bader.
I know, we were just talking, sorry.
I mean, Bowdy, your sensei from Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, it really is something for everyone. I have one of the greatest comic book writers of all time, Mark Waid.
That's awesome.
Who wrote my favorite comic book ever, which is called Kingdom Come from DC Comics.
What is that like for you to be able to interact with people that you watch growing up or just admire their work and be able to put on a platform like this? Like, I mean, do you take a step back and fan out?
For sure. There's a lot of times that I will say that, like, and I try not to get like emotional about it, that like it seriously just means so much to me of the people that have been able to be benefited from this event that have nothing to do with a single dollar. That have an emotional cup that's filled from this event. I still think back to the one that we got to do, the first one out of COVID, where some people, it's the amount of people that told me that was the first thing that they had gotten out of the house for in months was to come to Big Lit Comic-Con because it truly is special. And it just means the world to me.
I'm glad that you touched base on this because I remember going there and covering it as, you know, after COVID and seeing the costume contest.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What is that going to be like this year?
That is the neatest thing because, I mean, it's literally movie quality stuff that's going to be right there in front of you. And for me, a person that loves theme parks and being right in front of the characters, we have this guy, Jake Fogg, that comes from North Carolina, that is a movie quality Superman.
Wow.
That stays in character when he's walking around this con. And when you see kids getting their picture with him that are just lit up while they're getting that photo with this guy that looks just like Clark Kent, it's so neat, and it's definitely cheaper than going all the way to Orlando.
It is. It is. Now, a little birdie told me that there's some amazing things happening when it comes to Big Lit Comics. What's going on?
Yeah, so Big Lit Comics is in the midst of a move.
Ooh.
So we are actually moving to a super, super cool area directly across from the new Sheets.
That's awesome.
In Hollins. Hollins is a place that's near and dear to me because that Sheets was actually the former location of my grandfather's last antique shop.
Get out of town.
We're going right across the street from where he was, and we have not announced this yet. Big Lit Comics is reopening this Saturday in their brand new location.
You heard it first right here on WFXR News at Noon.
I'm so honored.
JD, thank you so much.
You.
Real quick before I toss it to Kara, what time tomorrow is everything kicking off?
Doors open at 11 a.m. for general admission, 10 a.m. for weekend pass holders. Tickets available, biglitcomiccon.com.